Hello. Never thought I'd be making another one of these again, but we have another story submission from the well-known yet controversial rapper XXX Little Taco. I woke up really early in the morning because I had my shift at the nearest Carl's Jr. to my house, and because I work at Carl's Jr., I would always have to, I could only eat from there, they wouldn't allow me to eat at other restaurants. But one day, it was about 2:39 in the morning on my way to my 3 a.m. shift at Carl's Jr., and my eye caught a McDonald's that I've never seen before. It was an odd placement where the restaurant was, but I decided, I'm always eating Carl's Jr. and I weigh like 300 pounds, so I might as well just give McDonald's a try. I then got into the parking lot and decided, should I really do this? But then I realized that they recently came out with their new Grand Mac, and so I just knew I had to get a taste of that. So anyways, I walked into the restaurant, and there was workers there, obviously, and I was like, yo, can I please get the Grand Mac? But they wouldn't even answer me, they wouldn't even look at me, and I kept asking them, hey, can I get the Grand Mac meal? And can I have a Oreo McFlurry, or Reese's Pieces McFlurry? And they just wouldn't even answer me. And then one of them finally spoke, and they said, why are you wearing a Carl's Jr. uniform? It was at that moment that I realized that I was actually wearing my uniform for Carl's Jr. I've been discovered. I just couldn't take the stress, and right before I was going to run out the front door, one of them said, okay, that'll be $49.99. Without hesitation, I gave him my credit card, and with that being done, my meal was being cooked. Everything seemed to be going swell. That is until the clock hit 3 a.m. At this point, I realized I was doomed, because one of the McDonald's workers came up to me and started hitting me with a baton, saying, come with us. And so I followed the McDonald's workers into a place, and they said, get into the chicken nugget freezer locker thing. And it was at that point where, I just got in there. At first it wasn't that bad, but then I realized it was getting really cold. And then they chained me to a rack with so many chicken nuggets that I just couldn't lift my arm. I couldn't get it out of there because there was so many chicken nuggets. I was like, oh crap. I was stuck. Like what would you do in that situation? You're stuck with a bunch of chicken nuggets. It's 3 a.m, and you're gonna be late for your work at Carl's Jr. Stay tuned for the next video.